Well, this Black History Month, we're looking at a legacy that helped build generations. Long before hospitals were accessible to many Black families, grand midwives were delivering babies and saving lives. Tonight, as maternal health disparities continue, that history is shaping the future. She did not just deliver babies, she delivered generations. In a time when Black women were turned away from segregated hospitals, grand midwives showed up.
Midwifery is not a new thing, right? This is, from the beginning of time, midwives have been out here.
Their roots trace back to West Africa, where birth work was sacred. That tradition, captured in 1952 in the film All My Babies, and lived out in Black communities across the South and right here in Maryland.
And we know that America was birthed by those grand midwives, even during the time of slavery. Those midwives were the ones providing that support and really birthing families regardless of racial differences.
But by the early 1900s, Maryland started regulating childbirth. Licensing laws and federal policies, including the Shepard-Towner Act of 1922, began pushing many Black midwives out.
It was racism.
More than a century later, gaps in care remain. The CDC reports Black women die from pregnancy-related causes at rates more than 3 times higher than white women. And their babies face infant mortality rates more than double the national average. Stats J.L. Mirage is familiar with.
Baltimore has a high maternal mortality rate. It is very important, as the studies show, that having culturally congruent care, it makes a difference.
For Alicia Sneed, that difference was personal. She chose a midwife for her own delivery.
Even with any culture, you see someone of your culture walk into the room, you know that there are things that they understand that someone who is not of your culture doesn't understand.
She calls the experience empowering.
My birth was coordinated by me, but managed by a caring practitioner.
Work Taiwo Adeloye Ajayo says is modeled after women like Mama Claudia.
She was a grand midwife in the DMV area that would actually come to Baltimore and would support families in their homes here in Baltimore.
Reviving the legacy here at home through Arise Black Midwife.
In fact, Arise Black Midwife, which is the initiative that Hello Baby Events has helped to develop, came from Mama Claudia's example.
A reminder community-based care once built generations, and in moments of crisis, many families turn back to it.
2020 was known as the year of the midwife, and because while hospitals were full or couldn't take more people or you couldn't have your families in, community midwives were coming back into the home.
They certainly are. And look, advocates say this serves as a reminder as the legacy of grand midwives is not just history, it may be a part of the solution.
And we were just talking about it. Yeah, whatever you're most comfortable with, you know?
Yes, you have to do that. But that community-based birth care, I mean, it's booming now.
It is.
A lot of people are turning to that.
Comfort is huge. All right.